What's up everybody, this is Harry, and today my next experiment is going to be making two batches of Aircrete. The first batch of Aircrete I'm going to use the Dawn detergent mixed with the two powder ingredients. So if you see my previous video, you see how I retain the strength of the bubbles and keep them from collapsing. So I'll be making a batch of Aircrete using this. And I'll be making a batch of Aircrete using the Drexel foaming agent. The label came off, but this is Drexel. This is a foaming agent recommended by Hajar from Dom Gaia. So the first batch I'm going to make, and the other experiment I'm doing at the same time, not only am I making the Aircrete with two different foaming agents, to test how they keep the cement from settling. And I'm also testing out this here using these plastic bags and replacement of these cardboard tubes here, the sauna tubes, or for making concrete columns. So rather than using these and buying this, an idea I had, which was really just to test the Aircrete so that I can actually see the Aircrete and how much it settles, but I figure at the same time I'll see if this is a system that could be used. So with this bag I have two layers of plastic that I'm using, and what I did was I filled the bottom up here. If you tilt down to the bottom, I filled this up here with some rubble of cement that I had, and on top of that I put some regular cement to make a plug to prevent the high flow Aircrete from just spilling out, which is what it did before when I first attempted this experiment. So I found that I needed to make a plug first. So I made two bottoms here. I have two plugs, and I'll be filling this up with Aircrete up to the top with the Dawn. And then this one here is a single layer, and I'm just trying that out. And there is a big difference between the Aircrete and regular concrete. Regular concrete is much denser and heavier because you're going to have all your aggregate and everything, and the Aircrete is much lighter. So there's a difference in the weight of the cement. So I don't know how these bags are going to work. This is an experiment. I have these two in between these 2x3s, and I clamped it with a vice grip, and then I put a screw through to make it as tight as possible. And the idea is basically just if you had to do a bunch of columns and you want to do it as inexpensively as possible, I feel like this would be a lot less expensive than getting these cardboard those sauna tubes. And if those things get wet, they get damaged, and if you set up a whole bunch of them to get poured the next day, and if you had a downpour, you know, you can have damaged cardboard tubes. So you wouldn't have to worry about the rain with this system. So anyway, I'm going to be testing it out with Aircrete, so you'll all be part of that. So I'm going to mix up this cement today the way it's with the recipe Hajar gives from Dom Gaia. So I'll be using 7 gallons of water with 194 pound bag of cement. Now the only thing I'm doing different is I'm using a smaller container here to mix the Aircrete in. So I'll be making 32 gallons of Aircrete opposed to the 45 or 50 gallons that Hajar makes. So the only difference is it'll be denser, so it should be a little stronger, and whatnot. So I'm going to do that now. So if you pan down here, I'm going to fill this container. In fact, you could bring it in. I'm going to fill this container with 7 gallons of water now. And while I'm here, another thing I want to show is this paddle. I saw this on the internet. They were using it to mix mortar, and but they sell it as a tool for mixing paint. So I figured I wanted to try mixing the cement up with it, because it creates this awesome vortex action, and vortex is one of the best ways to mix anything into a liquid. It's with a vortex. So can you see that? Okay. All right. It helps if I plug in the machine first.
Word.
Are we on? It's on. So you see, it makes that nice vortex there, and should mix pretty good. Okay, so this plastic cup's actually driving me nuts. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright, anyway, I'll hold that when I start mixing it. This is just to mix the cement up for the Aircrete. For the Aircrete, I'm gonna be mixing with the other mixing paddle I have. I'll start with this half a bag. I don't know, that seemed to mix pretty good. Alright, that looks pretty mixed, and next I'm going to add my foam. Okay, so we got a nice batch of Aircrete mixed up. So I'm going to be pouring this with a bucket into this plastic column that I made here. Before I start pouring, let me just make sure there's no cement settled on the bottom. I do feel a little bit, so I'm going to mix it some more. That's the thing to watch out when you're mixing Aircrete, is that the cement will settle, and you just have to make sure you really scrape the bottom of the container with the end of the bit there, so that you get everything mixed in good. Okay, that's better. And by the way, I would not be making a column of Aircrete if it were structural. I'd use regular concrete. Alright, that's filled right to the edge with Aircrete. Seems to be holding well. I don't see any leaks coming out from the back where everything is pinched together. And again, this is Aircrete, so it's a lot lighter. If this were regular concrete, we have a lot more pressure pushing on everything, but based on this result, it looks promising even for concrete. But someone else can do that experiment. I don't need to have a concrete column here. Aircrete is fine. Alright, so my next thing is I'm I'm gonna pour the rest of this into a mold, and then I'm gonna mix up another batch of Aircrete and fill this side up. So for now, that'll be it for now. And when I come back, I'll do this because I have not yet made foam with the Drexel foaming agent. So I'm gonna see how this works, if I can make foam with it first. And if I make foam, I'll use 1 cup of this. I hear this is supposed to be very strong. So instead of 2 cups like I did the Dawn, I'm gonna use 1 cup and a 5-gallon bucket of water. So I'll do that. I'll see how the foam is. I'll make a video of that. And then I'll make some Aircrete to fill up because I gotta put this into another mold now. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll be back with the next video. Peace out.